It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chiefs and the Jaguars. All that and more coming up next.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft. It's Trevor Lawrence.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Off-balance throw, it's complete.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's going to have a Jags first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Lawrence. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. They'll motion a tight end right. On third down, Mahomes. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. To the air once more, it's Mahomes.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Mahomes now to throw again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive will start on the ground. Defense hoping to push him back and get that safety. He gets to the 2-yard line, but no gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. At the 2-yard line. They'll stick with him again. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's third down.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit.
It is 3rd and 10. They'll try to get this one on the ground. So, fourth down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 2nd down and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. This one, a deep shot for Rice. We're trying to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw is Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They're going to motion the tight end over here. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. In motion, it's Jackson. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Mahomes now on 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Now he takes off. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. He'll try the right side this time. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They go play action for Lawrence. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Mahomes back. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. Taking off. He'll try to get there. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, KC. Mahomes. Working the right side. Taken in by Rice. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Tight end going in motion here. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Offense.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. That's into traffic, but taken in. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Play action here. Mahomes. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. They go play action with Mahomes. This is caught at the 2. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. He slams it in there, and he is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. No problem there on the extra point. And the Chiefs are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
And that is incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he is on to punt for Jacksonville. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for... The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to run it. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in their 2nd quarter. Mahomes now to throw on second down. Finding space at the 40. And they will finally run him down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. On first down, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find any. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Mahomes. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Call it a gain of 13. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
And the first down, Chiefs.
A give here to Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Tight end, the motion man to the right. On 2nd down, Mahomes. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw is Mahomes. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Now a timeout called by the defense. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Going to return this from the 10. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Jaguars offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A tight end in motion now. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down. So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got a receiver. It's Chase.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Putting the tight end in motion. A handoff as they... Oh, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. 2nd and a yard. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he's got 1st down yardage. Bring it out to the 24. We have a tight end motioning left here. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. Tight end going in motion here. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. We are from the 34 now. It's 1st and 10. A run. It's Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Now Mahomes. He'll get this out wide. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down, 3 to go. They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now here's Lawrence. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Throwing is Lawrence. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Man, even the big guy couldn't barrel ahead for just a couple yards and pick up that first. That's really impressive by that defensive front to not only hold up, but to force fourth down.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. So that'll cost them half the distance. On the carry, it's Pacheco. Trying to get himself upfield, and he cannot do it. Knocked back at the 2-yard line. On 3rd down, they go with Pacheco. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Lawrence now on 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They bring a tight end in motion left. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On comes the Chiefs punter. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Jags offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run. And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
2nd down, Lawrence. The throw on the run is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
On red.
Lawrence. This one complete right side.
Complete to number 83. Turnover on down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.